If you have old coins, don't just keep looking at them and counting them every day. Take them out and check if any of them are worth thousands or even millions of dollars that could change your life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to do so now. Like the video and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We'll guide you on how, where, and the best ways to sell your coins. We'll also provide information about their value, history, and everything else you need to know. The 1967 Roosevelt Dime is part of the United States dime series that has been in circulation since 1946. This coin was introduced to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's legacy included the New Deal programs and his strong leadership during one of the most challenging periods in American history. After his death in 1945, the decision was made to place his portrait on the dime, partly due to his efforts in founding the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, which later became the March of Dimes. The dime was an appropriate denomination to honor him, as it was closely associated with the cause of fighting polio, the disease that had affected Roosevelt himself. The 1967 Roosevelt Dime was minted during a unique period in American coinage history. During the mid-1960s, the United States faced a coin shortage that prompted the government to take measures to ensure an adequate supply of circulating coins. One major factor contributing to this shortage was the rising value of silver, which had led to hoarding of silver coins. As a result, in 1965, the U.S. Mint transitioned from 90% silver dimes, quarters, and half dollars to a clad composition, consisting of a copper core sandwiched between layers of cupronickel. This change marked the end of silver dimes for general circulation, making the 1967 dime part of the early years of the new clad coinage era. Unlike many other years, the 1967 Roosevelt dime was struck without a mint mark, regardless of whether it was produced in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This was due to a temporary policy implemented by the U.S. Mint between 1965 and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding. During this period, no coins bore mint marks, making it impossible to determine exactly where individual dimes were produced. The goal was to prevent collectors from hoarding coins based on mint marks and to ensure that coins remain available for everyday transactions. The composition of the 1967 Roosevelt dime is 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a total weight of 2.27 grams. The coin has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and a reeded edge. John Arsenic, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time, designed the coin, and his initials JS can be found at the base of Roosevelt's neck. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, along with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1967. The reverse of the coin displays a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left representing peace, and an oak branch on the right representing strength and independence. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and one dime surround the design. Since the 1967 dime was produced in large numbers to meet the demand for circulating coinage, it is generally common in most grades. However, high-grade examples, especially those with full bands FB details on the reverse torch, can command a premium. The full bands designation refers to the horizontal bands on the torch being fully separated and well struck. Coins with this feature are highly sought after by collectors because they indicate a sharp and detailed strike, which is less common among regular circulation strikes. The total mintage for the 1967 Roosevelt dime was approximately 2.24 billion, making it one of the more abundant issues in the series. As a result, most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 10 cents. However, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can be worth more. In mint state MS grades, particularly MS 65 and above, these dimes can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on their quality and strike. Proof-like and high-grade specimens certified by major grading services such as PCGS and NGC may command even higher prices. In addition to regular strikes, special mint set SMS coins were produced in 1967. The U.S. Mint did not issue traditional proof sets from 1965 to 1967, but instead released special mint sets for collectors. These SMS coins were struck with higher quality surfaces than regular circulation coins, but were not true proofs. The 1967 SMS Roosevelt Dime often exhibits a satin-like finish with sharper details compared to circulation strikes. Some examples have deep cameo DCAM contrast, where the raised elements appear frosted while the fields are highly reflective. These deep cameo specimens are particularly valuable and can fetch substantial premiums in the market. Errors and varieties can also impact the value of a 1967 Roosevelt dime. Some notable errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped blankets, and doubled dies. While these errors are not extremely common, they can make a coin more desirable to collectors. For example, an off-center strike where part of the design is missing can significantly increase the coin's value, especially if a large portion of the date remains visible. Doubled die errors, where certain design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process, are particularly sought after. The value of error coins depends on the type and severity of the error, with some fetching premiums ranging from a few dollars to several $100s. Collectors and investors generally seek well-preserved examples of the 1967 Roosevelt dime. Coins that have been stored properly and exhibit minimal wear, bright luster, and sharp details are the most desirable. High-grade specimens, certified by professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, often carry higher values due to their verified authenticity and condition. Collectors also look for coins with original luster, strong strikes, and minimal contact marks. Even though the 1967 dime is a common issue, finding one in pristine condition with a strong strike can be challenging, making such examples more valuable. While the 1967 Roosevelt dime may not be among the rarest coins in U.S. numismatic history, it holds historical significance as part of the transition to Clyde coinage. It represents a period when the U.S. Mint took significant steps to address coin shortages and adapt to the changing economic landscape. For collectors, this coin serves as an interesting piece of history, especially for those who specialize in modern U.S. coinage or the Roosevelt Dime series. It is an accessible coin for beginners while still offering opportunities for advanced collectors to seek out high-grade or error specimens. In terms of investment potential, the 1967 Roosevelt Dime is not considered a major key date, but high-grade examples, particularly those with full bands or deep cameo finish, can appreciate in value over time. The market for Roosevelt dimes remains strong, with collectors always looking for high-quality examples to complete their sets. Those interested in acquiring a 1967 dime should consider factors such as condition, strike quality, and certification when making a purchase. Proper storage in coin holders or albums can help preserve the coin's condition and prevent damage from environmental factors. Overall, the 1967 Roosevelt dime is an essential part of the series and an interesting piece for numismatists. Its history is tied to the broader changes in U.S. coinage during the 1960s, and its value is determined by factors such as condition, strike, and rarity of special varieties. While most examples are worth only their face value, high-quality specimens and error coins can be worth significantly more. Collectors continue to appreciate the Roosevelt Dime series, and the 1967 issue remains a notable part of American numismatic history. If you liked our video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.